have some tips and techniques on really how to fish smallmouth, especially up north or anywhere you fish. Usually you want to fish them in like 4 basic periods, 5 basic periods. The spawn, post-spawn, summer, late summer, and fall. Like in the spawn, usually the only ones that are hitting are the males, and they're the ones that are like laying on the beds and guarding the beds. So usually you just want to just flip a top water, little tiny prop lure, top water, just go right over the bed, they'll just attack it. And yeah, just use torpedo top waters, anything like that. But if their water's a little choppy, use little running minnow baits, those always work. And if they're really like finicky, just use a lead head jig with like a 3 or 4 inch twister tail. It works all the time. Post spawn, it's like after the spawn, they usually go out 8 to 12 feet of water. They usually want to go top water baits in the morning, early morning, and late at night, or like maybe dusk, because that's when the water's calmest. And usually when the water's calm, it's when you want to use the top waters the most. And if you want like a shoreline drop in the dark water, like some weeds or something, usually use like shad wraps or crankbaits. But if you're not a fan of crankbaits, just use twister tail grub or just plain jig. And that's pretty much it about the post spawn. In the summer, during the summer, you're looking for rock piles about 12 to 18 feet deep. That's when the bass are moving out from 8 to 12 to 10 to 18, 12 to 18. You want to fish those humps, fish the rocky humps. You want to anchor on it and cast over to it, where it's going, the humps are going down on drop off. That's where usually all the bass sit. You usually want to use a little beaver. That's what I use. That's how I catch a bunch. That's how I caught my couple 5-pounders. Caught 5 or 6 5-pounders just by doing that. And yeah, you just want to, I don't know, cast one. And you don't want to when you're fishing deeper water, you don't want to make it have too heavy of a weight, because you want to mimic nature. You don't want to, I don't know, you don't want to make it seem too obvious that it's not real. You want to make it float down nice and easily, just like nature. And yeah, that's probably about it for summer. Late summer is where the bass starting to go deeper. Late summer is like September. Bass are starting to go deeper, starting to go kind of like 20, 30 feet, somewhere in there. You want to use during this time, like late summer, fall, early fall, bass start going on a feeding frenzy. They'll eat anything they can eat. They're just stocking up for fall or winter. Usually use spinner baits, twister tail jigs, bass jigs. You can pretty much use anything and they'll hit it. Even though the fish are deep, though, once again, you don't want to use too heavy of a weight. You want to act like it's just like nature. You don't want to have it too heavy so it doesn't look real. You want it just to float right down, and then the fish will just attack it. And you just want to fish the drop off. So usually that's where the fish always are. And yeah, the bass are pretty much all deep in the deeper water. And just because, when you're fishing deeper water, you might not get as many hits, but when you do, they'll be bigger because they're all feeding up. Pretty much every bass in like late summer, early fall is going to be big and stocky because they're all eating up. And yeah, that's just my bass fishing tips on how to fish smallmouth year round. And see you guys later.